Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. You guys know the deal in this channel. So about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, I want to talk about something that I touched on yesterday on the live stream when I mentioned to you guys that Anthony Davis saved LeBron James and saved the Lakers, right? It was, in fact, Anthony Davis that saved the Lakers franchise, not LeBron James. And I want you guys, and I said this yesterday on the live stream, that they love to make jokes about Michael Jordan, right? And that he's 1-9 without Pippen, right? We talked about this stuff, right? They love to talk about this. Oh, Michael just 1-9 without Pippen, right? They won't give you context or perspective. They just make a blanket statement. And we all know, people who know the game know that that's not an actual statement or a factual statement because it's not giving you the full context, right? Because this is LeBron James fans. But I said yesterday, guys, that if they want to say that and make that claim, Michael Jordan 1-9 without Pippen, I can easily make the claim and say that LeBron James has not done anything in LA without Anthony Davis. He's done nothing in LA without Anthony Davis, LeBron James. Without Anthony Davis in LA, LeBron James has zero to talk about in LA. It was Anthony Davis that saved LeBron James. It was Anthony Davis that saved the Lakers. All right? And that's the fact, guys. So LeBron James has done nothing in LA without Anthony Davis. And I want to highlight a couple of instances here and some scenarios, throughout their time together in LA. And let you guys know what I'm talking about. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states, man, has been supporting my channel. Once again, you guys know I am truly humbled, man. Much respect to all you guys out there, man. Real recognize real. Thank you very much to all the true supporters, man. All the true fans of basketball that continue to stand up and roll with me, man. It means a lot, guys. For real, man. Shout out to everybody in the membership. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to do a brief video and talk about something that we touched on yesterday on the live stream in relation to, like I told you, LeBron James not doing a damn thing without Anthony Davis in LA. LeBron James has won 0 in LA without Anthony Davis. He hasn't won a damn thing. So they can make jokes about the 1-9 without Scottie Pippen. At least Michael Jordan was going to the playoffs, right, without Scottie Pippen. That's the only reason why you could be 1-9, right? It ain't like they're saying, oh, Michael Jordan couldn't even make the playoffs without Scottie Pippen. No. In fact, Michael Jordan was making the playoffs, right, without Scottie Pippen there. That's the fact. So when they bring up the 1-9 without Scottie Pippen, all they're really actually doing is highlighting Michael Jordan leading his team to the playoffs with no help. That's essentially what they're doing there. And that's the facts. Because the Bulls were going through a rebuild those first 3 seasons, right? You had different head coaches coming around, different players moving on and off the team. So once again, Michael Jordan doing what he did is, like I said, it's remarkable when we think about it that way. But they try to knock Michael Jordan for losing to the 85 Milwaukee Bucks, losing to the 86 Celtics, or the 87 Celtics. This is what we're knocking now. But we have no energy for LeBron James in 2019 when he came to LA with no help, right? He didn't bring a super team with him, right? The one time he changed teams and didn't bring a super team, what happened to LeBron James in LA? I don't want to hear about the groin injury. I don't want to hear about this. Because remember, it was LeBron James who in fact came back and activated playoff mode. So you can't activate playoff mode, talk all this trash on Twitter, and then have your fans use the groin injury as an excuse for why you guys didn't make the playoffs. Does anybody remember what happened to Luke Walton? Has anyone seen or heard from Luke Walton since 2019? You ever notice that LeBron James coaches just disappeared? They're into oblivion. David Blatt. Anyone seen or heard from David Blatt? I don't know where David Blatt went. Dude is gone, right? And like I said, we don't know where any of these guys end up going. Luke Walton just disappeared. Just disappeared. Never heard from him ever again. LeBron James had an opportunity to help Luke Walton out, make Luke Walton a household name in LA, right? Be the coach of the Lakers. But instead, they chased him out of there, got rid of him, traded some more guys. That was LeBron James' first year in LA, guys. No playoffs. Nothing happened. No Anthony Davis there. So what happened in the summer, in the offseason? Oh, Anthony Davis requested a trade. How many of Michael Jordan's teammates requested a trade off their team to go play with Michael Jordan? Did Dennis Rodman request a trade off the San Antonio Spurs and demand they trade him to the Chicago Bulls? I'm kind of confused here. Did anyone send Shaquille O'Neal to the Bulls? Did anyone send Patrick Ewing? Oh, I want to trade Charles Barkley. Send him to the Bulls. Remember, David Griffin was the general manager of the Cleveland Cavaliers when LeBron James was there. He was the general manager for the New Orleans Pelicans when they moved Anthony Davis to LA. You guys think that's a coincidence? Once again, Anthony Davis' agent is LeBron James' best friend, guys. This is all shady stuff. None of his fans want to talk about this, though. Michael Jordan never had any of this kind of stuff happening to him. Hell, they canceled the Kobe Bryant trade. They blocked the trade for Chris Paul to the Lakers because they thought it was an unfair advantage. Meanwhile, LeBron James has had every trade go through. There's no holdups, nothing. LeBron James gets whatever he wants under the sun. Still loses more than he wins, though. This is where LeBron James gets exposed. But anyway, like I was saying, guys, LeBron James does nothing that first year without Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis comes and they win a bubble championship. But why does no one respect the bubble championship like we talked about in the live yesterday? We touched on this, like Jim mentioned. You think about the 2021 playoffs the following year. The Lakers exposed themselves. The reason why no one buys a championship is because, like I said, where were the Lakers before that championship in 2019? They were nowhere. And where were they since? Where have the Lakers been since 2020, guys? They've been modern mediocrity. Modern mediocrity. So we talked about in 2021, they had a 2-1 lead on the Suns. They were up 2-1 lead on the Suns. But what happened? Anthony Davis didn't play that great, right? He was banged up. He was hobbled. He missed a game. So LeBron James lost because Anthony Davis wasn't there to carry him. Just like he was there in 2020. He wasn't there in 2019. So you see the pattern here, guys? The Lakers only go as far as Anthony Davis could take them because LeBron James ain't doing a damn thing out there. So LeBron James might put some numbers up, but it's Anthony Davis who's the engine of the team. They're only going as far as he can take them. So if Anthony Davis is not great, if he's not consistent, if he's banged up, if he's missing a game, then the Lakers falter. They lost 2-1. They were up 2-1, lost 3 games in a row, guys. Remember, LeBron James walked off the court. Walked off the court early, LeBron James. This is what he does for his team. This is what he does for the fans. This is what he does for the game. This is what we talk about him not being a true competitor, not having heart like that, right? And us not respecting him. So they were defending champs, get knocked out in the first round, lose 3 games in a row. LeBron James walked off the court early. Anthony Davis wasn't great, and they faltered without Anthony Davis carrying LeBron James and leading the Lakers anywhere. But where have the Lakers been since then? 2021 first round. Then 2022. What happens? Remember, they didn't even make the play in 2022. He told us to keep that same energy. We kept the energy. LeBron James team, nothing happened, right? Anthony Davis banged up, right? All these guys, nothing happened to LeBron James. We kept the energy. And then in 2023, they went to the Western Conference Finals. Interesting. They went to the West Conference Finals in 2023. But if you guys look into the only time that they made a Western Conference Finals other than the bubble championship, the only time that they were actually relevant to a degree, what year was that? You guys remember that season? You guys remember that year? That came in a stretch of years, of consecutive seasons, where the Lakers were being carried by the NBA officiating, the officials, and the free throws. Remember the free throws we were talking about? We talked about this. Remember that? That season, guys, they were a plus 476 at the free throw line. They were a plus 476 at the free throw line, guys, that season that they went to the West Conference Finals in the regular season, guys. They shot 2,182 free throws. Their opponents shot 1,706, guys. Insane. Michael Jordan never had that kind of help. Not even close. I told you guys, I did the numbers. Anytime the Bulls were successful in the 90s, the Bulls were never on the tops of free throws, guys. They were always on the bottom. In the bottom, they were negative in free throws. But the Lakers here, not only were they were plus almost 500, guys, plus 476. Remember, we talked about this a couple years ago. And remember, this was consecutive years. They were plus over 1,000 for consecutive years, right? And the Lakers still couldn't win with all their free throws. So they made it to the West Conference Finals. They were a plus, like I said, 476 in the regular season. You guys know what they were in the playoffs? In the playoffs, they were a plus 121, guys. A plus 121 just for that season alone. They shot 397 free throws. Their opponent shot 276, guys. That was by far and away the greatest differential, guys. The greatest differential by far. By far. So, the one season that they made a Western Conference Finals outside the bubble, they needed a plus 500 free throw help to get them to that point in the regular season. And then the playoffs, they had to be lifted up by the referees again and the fouls. Remember the fouls that they were not getting foul calls against the Lakers? Remember they would always somehow, the other team starters would always be in foul trouble for the Lakers? Every time the Lakers played against a team, the other team starters would be in foul trouble. The Lakers wouldn't have any fouls called against them. LeBron James had no fouls called against him. No fouls, man. It's insane. The man, I think he had 9 fouls called against him in a 6-game series against the Phoenix Suns in 2021, if I remember correctly. I don't even remember. I think he had 9 fouls called against him. Anthony Davis had more fouls called against him, and he missed a game. They never called fouls against LeBron James or his teams. That season, they were a plus 61, guys, in the fouls. A plus 61. 279 fouls called against the Lakers. 340 called against their teammates, against their opponents, guys. That's how they got to the Western Conference Finals. Remember, they got swept in the West Conference Finals because they weren't supposed to be there. They weren't a good team like that. They got swept that series, guys, because they had no business being there. And then they lost in the first round, right? The year after that to Denver. And then last year they lost in the first round to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Even though he had Luka Doncic, still couldn't win a playoff series without Anthony Davis. So like I said in the intro, guys, LeBron James has done zero in LA without Anthony Davis. They want to talk about Michael Jordan being one now without Pippen. At least Michael Jordan made the playoffs without Scottie Pippen. Like I said, he was leading his team, doing what he had to do, galvanizing the team around him, right? Going through those growing pains. This isn't LeBron James in the beginning of his career trying to develop team. He never tried to develop a team. That's the whole point I made about 2019. He never came to that squad and tried to develop those guys, try to, build up something with Luke Walton, man. Never tried to do this. I mean, Luke Walton's dad is Bill Walton, right? So obviously he was around basketball. He's a basketball person, right? Luke Walton played for those Los Angeles Lakers that won 3 championships in a row. He was part of those teams. So Luke Walton has been around the NBA. He went to Arizona, which is a big-time college program. Luke Walton's not just some, so-so guy, some dude. Like, yeah, he wasn't a great player, but the dude has experience. He's been around, right? He is a champion. So I don't understand why LeBron James, couldn't make something work with a Luke Walton. But this LeBron James, he never wants to develop coaches or work with coaches or be coachable or sacrifice for a coach or for teammates. So they make all these trades. They get rid of all these guys. They get Anthony Davis to come save the day. And that's essentially the facts, ladies and gentlemen. LeBron James has done zero in LA without Anthony Davis. They trade Anthony Davis last year. They get Luka Doncic, goes to the playoffs, wins 1 game. 1 game with Luka Doncic, who's a top 3 player in the league. So even playing alongside another top 3 player, LeBron James can't get nothing done because LeBron James doesn't galvanize his teammates, doesn't play defense like that, and they lose in the first round. So LeBron James has not won anything without Anthony Davis. He's won nothing. 2 seasons without Anthony Davis, or a year and a half, whatever you want to call it. He's done nothing. 2019, no playoffs. Last year, traded Anthony Davis, couldn't even win a playoff round without Anthony Davis. And everyone kept telling me, Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Right? Fee, 5, 4, fum, Lakers in 5. So I keep hearing Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5. I don't know how many comments they got on my channel from these weird LeBron James fans, Lakers in 5. Yeah, you guys lost in 5. So without Anthony Davis, LeBron James, 0 without Anthony Davis, guys. That's the facts, man. You guys know the deal, man. These are the facts. LeBron James done 0 in LA. 0 in LA. And he's done even less without Anthony Davis, guys. That fake bubble ring, it's an Anthony Davis ring. Anthony Davis MVP of that, finals MVP of that. Man, hit a game win the conference finals. Was doing his thing, man. Was dominating both sides of the ball. LeBron James, man, riding the coattails of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was the leader of that team. He led that team. LeBron James had done nothing in LA without Anthony Davis, guys. That's the facts, man. People talking about games Anthony Davis missed. Go look how many games LeBron James missed in LA. He missed just as many games as Anthony Davis, guys, if not more than Anthony Davis did in LA. But LeBron James is supposed to be the tough guy, the durable guy, the longevity guy, the guy that works out in the offseason, spends all his money on his body, right? That's not Anthony Davis. So how the hell is LeBron James missing all these games? This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, because he's a load-managing, salt, frail dude that does fake workouts. Man, workouts ain't legit. I'm not impressed at all, guys, by LeBron James' workout routine, man. Stop it right now. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.